Personally, I think Nigeria is not well connected. Cities can be linked radially or through nodes and parallel lines. But when it comes to a whole country, the only real option is a grid. The planet itself is already built on a grid, longitude and latitude. Why not copy from the master plan?
Look, I want you to see my face in every episode, but I'm not going green screen in low resolution. If you like smart city story and have interest in film and urban development and want to help me make better videos, please subscribe, like and share to folks that will be interested in this movement. If you have got a buck to spare, support me on Patreon or PayPal. Every bit gets me closer to showing up on camera the way this stuff deserve. The current goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. Help me get there. You click, I film. Honest trade. Click the subscribe button now. Like, seriously. Now let's continue.
Look at Nigeria's transport map today. It is an organic mess, still carrying colonial footprints in 2025. And yet, Nigeria measures just 1,127 kilometers west to east and 1,046 kilometers north to south. That's child's play compared to the mega infrastructures China has built 10 times over. Our problem isn't size, it is spirit. We have been crawling when we should have been sprinting. For our roads, I propose a 4x4 national carrier system, 4 parallel expressway north to south, and 4 east to west, carving Nigeria into a functional grid. Lagos to Calabar expressway. Nice idea, but it's currently more controversy than concrete. They bragged about 30 kilometers built. Nigerians looked and said, where symposium kilometers doesn't count, we need visible asphalt, not PowerPoint highways. The problem I have with the project is this. As of today, there is no clear road path we can actually point to from start to finish. No 3D visualization like you would expect for a national project. Nothing. If you somehow have access to such information, drop it in the comment section below. It feels like the road only exists in the press releases. And I recently heard they are planning a Lagos to Sokoto expressway. Great idea. Finally, something that actually aligns with my parallel node vision. It is long overdue. If you ask me, this is the kind of backbone project Nigeria should have started decades ago. Not endless patchwork road that vanishes after election season. For our rail system, right now, Nigeria has a patchy standard gauge line. Lagos to Abuja to Kano, plagued with poor maintenance, derailment, and terrorist attacks. Basically a Netflix drama nobody subscribed to. Most of the newer tracks were built by the Chinese, and we are stuck playing landlord to foreign railways. We need bold new vision. Align a national rail network with a grid of roads, and then go further. Create north to south and east to west transit corridors. Here is my bolder idea. An interstate subway system. Imagine a maglev train spanning 1,100 kilometers from Lagos to Sokoto, moving both passengers and freight at 350 to 400 kilometers per hour. Mega stations in every state, with secure lounges like airports, bookings done online or via app. For those afraid of flying, this gives you a fast, safe alternative. People ask me, why subways? Simple, it is controlled, secure, and on the ground. No messy land grabbing or politicians dashing their cousins' road contracts. And building it will force us to finally establish our own train manufacturing industry. Japan did it decades ago. Why not us? I have honestly never seen anything like what I am proposing. It will literally be the first of its kind in the world. Bold, crazy, visionary, and unapologetically Nigerian. Imagine that Nigeria finally has its own mega project, something that puts us on the global map. Now, rail electrification on its own might not seem realistic here because of our epileptic power supply, but maglev, that is a whole different ball game, a giant floating battery-powered rocket on rails. And yes, it sounds insane until you realize Japan is already doing it. All we need to do is learn from them and adapt it for our own needs. My vision is this: design the station as a mega hub, directly linked to our border agriculture belt. From there, goods and services flow into every node, even across borders if neighboring country wants in. And let me be clear, I don't mean shipping in trains from abroad and clapping for ourselves. I mean building them here. Borrow expertise, sure, but manufacture in Nigeria. If this maglev subway force us to build the first train factory on African soil, then so be it. That way, spare parts and maintenance don't have to cross oceans. They will be right at home. The designs are already in my head. I just need the right people to help visualize it and bring it to life, because if we dare to build, Nigeria won't just be following the world. It will be leading it. Now let's talk airline. Air Nigeria has been more soap opera than airline. Nigeria Airways, liquidated in scandal. Air Nigeria in 2012, grounded after mismanagement. And in 2023, the government unveiled the so-called Nigerian Air with an Ethiopian plane painted in our colors. That is not nation building. That is cosplay. We must revisit our flag carrier. What we need is a serious flag carrier, a well-managed public-private partnership, managed by professionals, training crew with experienced partners, and focusing on profitable routes. Start with West African connections and cargo, then expand, not gimmicks. I worked at Murtala Muhammed International Airport. Trust me, we deserve better than fake unveilings, PR stunts. I can't stress this enough. Nigeria must finally get serious about their homegrown auto industry. Right now, it contributes less than 0.04% of our GDP. That is embarrassing. We import everything. Innocent and Nod, respect to them, but let's be honest, they are mostly just assembling imported Chinese parts. That is not industry, that is IKEA on steroids. By 2030, we should be designing and building vehicles ourselves. Buses, trucks, tractors, even cars, and yes, make them electric. The government needs to back this with tax breaks and a proper national vehicle initiative. Picture this, an automotive city in Nigeria, factories, supply chains, design hubs, testing tracks. China did it decades ago. Meanwhile, we are still stuck buying Tokumbo cars and fuel guzzlers. Enough. Encourage a real part supply chain, create a car making city, and for once, let our politicians actually do something. Every transport project must align with renewable energy. Electrify our rails. Develop electric-based buses in Lagos and Abuja and other cities. Install solar charging stations along the highways. Fun fact, the University of Lagos has already started testing EV chargers and all. But here's the problem. They are imported. Can we not build our own? Introduce biofuel for tractors and heavy-duty machines, and suddenly, farm itself is greener. Nigeria has some of the best solar potential in the world, but we are still behaving like candles at the national backup plan. It is time to flip the switch. Meanwhile, our politicians are flying to climate conference in massive convoys of SUVs. SUVs they can't even produce locally. The irony drives itself. Nigeria needs to grid itself, road, rail, sky and sea, to finally move like a 21st century nation, because right now, our infrastructure breaks down faster than a keke in rainy season. A connected Nigeria means more trade, less isolation, and a cleaner, faster economy. If you like this episode, subscribe and turn on notifications, because next time we are diving into electricity and energy diversification. And trust me, that one will shock you, literally.